Hey everybody, it's Brooke. Welcome back to another episode of the A Knit Soul podcast. My name is Brooke and I am the owner and dyer behind Fully Spun. If you're new to the podcast, thank you for checking me out. And if you are a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. So first, a Fully Spun update. Right now we're having a sale, 15% off in the shop this week. And I also got in a new batch of logo ring stitch markers and also some mini gauge sets. So it contains a needle gauge as well as a mini swatch gauge. So those are up in the shop and they are new. And the next big yarn shop update will be in late May. And it's very exciting because I'll finally be bringing in a worsted weight yarn as a permanent fixture of Fully Spun. All right, up next to check in on the 2018 sweater cowl. Quarter one is finally over, and I was able to finish one sweater this quarter, and I'll insert a picture of it here. I'm still cranking along on my Georgetown cardigan, and hopefully for this next quarter, I'm anticipating having 2 done. But I'd also like to pick my anniversary cardigan back up because my birthday is coming back around in a few months. Enough about my sweater knitting. We'll get into that in a second. I went ahead and drew for prizes, and so the 3 prizes available are these 2 skeins of hand spun yarn. One of them is a alpaca and wool content in like a natural color with a lot of rainbow speckles, and the other one is a faux cashmere merino in this pink colorway. So both of these together are one option. The other one is this bag from Quirky Monday Crafts, and I'll insert a picture of it here. And then the last gift option is this bat material mix. It's about a 2-ounce bat, and so if you're a spinner and you're one of the winners, this could be for you. So the first winner from the quarter one FO thread is Ostruska with post number 13. And that's Ostruska. And the winner from the chatter thread is Crochet Problems with post number 14. So both of you, if you guys can let me know which of the 3 prizes you would like, and whoever, in case you all want the first one, just whoever responds first would receive their first pick. Those of you who has participated, thank you so much. It's been very exciting, and I love all of your finished objects. They look so amazing and are very inspiring, and so hopefully we can continue the momentum and continue to get some sweaters done. Giveaway this week. The Fully Spun featured pattern for this week was a crochet pattern called the Droplet Shawl by Johanna Lindahl, and it's a simple triangular shape with a pretty texture. And so with Fully Spun yarn, anything that is going to show off the striping effect is going to be a really great pattern. So I'm giving away a copy of that pattern this week. In order to win, go ahead and comment below and let me know what color of Fully Spun yarn you would like to crochet that pattern with. Next, works in progress. I'm still working on my Georgetown cardigan. I had a chance to get quite a bit done while I was out in Mexico a couple weeks ago, and so last time you all saw this, I was working on the back. I've since done one sleeve and just needed to add the ribbing, but when I was on the way back from Mexico, they actually stole my needles. So they stole one of them and didn't see the other ones that were in the same bag, so go figure. So I started on the second sleeve, and so I'm working on that, and then I'll have to finish the ribbing around the front. So definitely making a lot of progress, and even though there's some funky numbers going on with the amount of rows I did, I think I knit too much. It actually does fit. So since it fits right now before blocking, I'm just going to steam block it. I'm not going to wet block it. Thankfully, wool, you don't really have to wash too much, especially if you're wearing other things under it. So hopefully I can get away with that and get a good amount of wear out of it before it, stretches out, which it will over time. So that's really all that I've been knitting on. I've been extremely busy and will continue to be really busy probably for the next month. with Fully Spun. I'm currently working on a super secret project for a subscription box. So pretty much like I'm working 80-hour weeks both at my full-time job and with Fully Spun for the last 2 weeks, and then also for the next 4. So bear with me as the crafting time is a little bit short, but I really appreciate you all coming back, and I have a lot of great plans for this summer as far as a couple new video series and things that I'd like to try. Alright, so up next, acquisitions. While I was in Mexico City, I actually was able to find a yarn store, and I did pick up a couple skeins of yarn. So I bought this one for myself. It is Essential Super Chunky, and it's an Italian brand, and it is 50% wool, 50% acrylic, and I got my sister a pink skein of the same yarn. The reason that I picked this one out, they had a lot of acrylic. They didn't have much, they didn't have any actual Mexican yarn, so they had no Malabrigo or any other Mexican yarn companies. And then also they had a lot of, they had some Lion brand in there. Like, they had just a lot of stuff that I wasn't, didn't super pique my interest. So this was the first thing I found that I was like, okay, I like that. I tried to find some alpaca, but they didn't have much of that either. So it was a really small shop, and I got to stop by on my last day. So I picked that up and I bought those needles. Of course, they were taken shortly after that, but that's okay. So that's my only acquisition that I've received. I bought another skein of that Black Panther yarn so that I can make a cowl with it. And so I'll show you guys that once it comes in. I had to do a pre-order. Otherwise, I'm going back on another yarn diet for a while, probably until, definitely until June, but probably until even my birthday. Alright guys, that's all for today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to win a copy of the droplet shawl pattern, don't forget to comment below with the color of Fully Spun you'd like to crochet that pattern with. Definitely check me out on all the social media platforms, and don't forget to stop by the 2018 sweater cowl if you've got any sweater whips or are thinking of starting a new one. The conversation has been really awesome, and I'd like to see more of what you guys are working on. Also, with that sweater cowl, if you'd like to knit a sweater with Fully Spun, there's a code in the thread for 18% off of 3 skeins or more Fully Spun yarn. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you didn't like or subscribe at the beginning of the video, now is your time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.